Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. It's round 7, season 21. SLR are headed to Jeddah. Is it Jeddah or Jeddah? I don't know. Let's find out. We're going to speak to a racing expert, an Italian. It's Fedavara, my co-commentator for this evening. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good evening to everyone and to you, Ocean Chief. And, well, by the way, you were so loud, I actually got scared. But, well, how I call this track is Jeddah. I think it's the right pronunciation, I don't know. But who cares, because we're gonna see this amazing 21 drivers grid and, on a track that usually in qualifying always been I would say one of the best tracks as it is, technical track, but also medium to high speed corners. But I think this year is going to be so much different, especially battery wise.
Oh yeah, we've heard drivers in the lead up to this race complaining a lot about the battery management, lots of lifting and coasting, and we're going to see it in qualifying as well. Um, yeah, so we're going to see a lot of that. So that will be a big feature in this race. Who can manage their battery and get the right strategy with a lot of lifting and coasting. We don't like to see it too much in racing. You want to see flat out racing, but yeah, this is the new era, and we're stuck with it for a while. So yeah, let's see who can kind of master this new strategy. As Eversnacks has left the session, hopefully he can get back in pretty quickly. But I'm looking at how Arcee in the V carb. He is about to start his lap. Let's run on board with him as he heads down to the line. And we'll get our first taste of the lifting and coasting into turn 1. Oh my word.
Yeah, you
It's
can
as bad
see,
as I
yeah,
thought.
the little
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, also, on race during the race, it's gonna be quite interesting to see whether you wanna use the battery because, if you use the battery onto the first straight, then you don't get anything left, for the last one, to the
Yeah.
main one. So, well, maybe for us it's gonna be more entertaining as we're gonna watch, probably more overtakes than that. But I think for drivers, it might be quite frustrating seeing the difference of speed into the straights because of battery.
Yeah, and as I'm watching how Archie here, we're about to head on to one of the biggest straights. Um, yeah, and there's going to be this fast left-hander. Usually you dab the brakes as you turn in here, but I reckon we're going to see a big lift. Oh my word, a huge lift there from Archie as he funnels the car through the
Yeah,
needle.
it's got no battery left,
No
and it
battery.
didn't even start the straight. So look at the straight line speed, 305, and you usually see there, like 3 and 30. So yeah, be quite a lot of difference. And then you just go under braking and you cover up to 30% of battery. And let's see what lap's gonna be, 29.4.
29.4 is the benchmark. We're going to see that beaten pretty quickly here as everyone passes the line. I've got Justin Ayert's on screen at the minute, and he is the one that goes pole for 128.9. Kevin with
Yeah,
29.7, Wirch
I think for
130.4.
everyone, because I'm looking at Bailey lap and you can see, it's got the same with battery. So he's on 0% into the straight before the last corner, and then just a little bit of Lyco or lift and coast as you
Yeah,
like. And then you just use the whole battery at the exit of the corner.
yeah,
And you
Billy.
can see 28.6.
Wow, nice lap from Billy Thompson there. Who else we got out there? Touge is one of the championship contenders. Christian as well, able to win races. Very good in qualifying. He's about to cross the line. He does take pole, 28 flat. That is quite the initial lap from him.
By the
We're,
way, this time we've got the issue that we can see also the RPM on the HD. So yeah. That's quite annoying. I don't know if I'm the only one getting this problem, but yeah, uh, I can see that. So
oh, there's a car laying across track. It's a Mercedes. Is that? It's not Billy Thompson. Who is the other? That's Papa Jim.
wait,
He's
Chief, my question is, how can you see P29 from keyboard?
uh,
Because if I press
P.
Shift and 0, I see
P29?
P20. No, P21.
21, Ever Snacks. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I just don't. I don't go that far back. That's my.
Yeah, I can see that because if I press Shift +1, I go to P11. So I've got no idea how to do
Yeah,
that. So
maybe
yeah,
if you go to the menu, it might tell you there. But yeah, I'm not sure. I just don't go that far back.
yeah,
We do have a
that's funny.
couple of reserves here today. Firehawk is brand new to the league. Was very eager to drive today. I'm riding on board with him now. Has some experience in league racing before, so yeah, he's in the other V car. Currently on a lap. No, actually, he's not on a lap. He's not using any ERS whatsoever. So he's backed out of this lap, unless he's saving it all for the.
And by the way, yeah, there is Christian with a 28-0. So yeah, you can already see, some quite a bit margin between him and Bailey, who we know, they are great rival.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, but let's take a look at the standings where I'm gonna win because the last race Bailey's won, and now if we look at the standings, we got Bailey first with a 12 points gap to Tuch, who's on the Audi, and then we got Justin and Christian and McAndrew in P5, then Icewind, Pete, and Icewind, yeah, he's racing is P19 right now, and then we got Key, Kevin, Cogneto, Flash, Pep, Matman. So we got the two Italian boys into the Ferrari, and they are right now P4 and P5. And then we got Horsey, Snacks, Curse, Lapson, Birch, Tilda, Otelo, and Crowley, Lars, Julian, and Nat. Okay. And then for the constructors, we got Mercedes P1 with 115, then Audi and Cadillac managing to be into the top 3. So yeah, we can see now they're very close also in terms of caps, championship caps.
Yeah, and you mentioned Flash and Pet Matman in the Ferrari there. They're some of the fastest Italians we've had in the league. I can't think of any other fast Italians at the
I
moment.
think you remember one. No, I think you remember one. Yeah, you do.
No.
Well, yeah.
Oh, your
Yeah,
friend? You
yeah.
brought in your friend. That's right. Yeah.
And he never raced actually. He
Cornetto
just
or
crew chiefed me.
Cornetto boy.
And
hello in chat to Persigilli. He's the only one who's spoken in chat so far. If anyone else is in chat,
yeah,
say hello. Don't be shy as we get this
hello,
session
hello.
underway.
Yeah, don't be shy, We don't bite. Maybe Chief does, but at least I don't. But yeah,
Tuj just said his second hot lap run. He did not improve on that time, so he stays P6 for now.
yeah, I'm just looking at Pep Matman, our fellow Italian driver, and let's see, also it's gonna be interesting because I think also every driver, kind of manages the battery differently, also
Yeah.
based on the corner they want to push more or the straight they want to deploy it. So you can see, for example, Pep, he tends to do, more on lift and coast, but maybe a little bit later that we saw Horsey. So here I think he's training line speed, just deploying battery after the exit. And yeah, just being, improving 310, so it might be a good lap.
Yeah, I think this game more than most games recently. If you put in a bit of prep, it will pay off big time. If you kind of learn how to use your battery over a hot lap, and in the race as well, it will bode you well. But I think a lot of drivers, for whatever reason, not doing that practice, not able to do the grind. So I think Christian is probably not one of those guys. Looking at that gap he has from P1 to P2, that is huge, 6 tenths. It is a long track, but that still is quite a big gap. Quite impressive stuff from him as Pep Matman makes his way through the final corner. A lot of drivers on track, but he doesn't have any traffic as he heads down to the start finish line, out of battery, and crosses beats his teammate to P4. So it gets into the 28s. That is a pretty decent lap from Pep Matman.
Yeah, also about what you were saying, I think, yeah, probably compared to the other games, the thing is, not about how much you push, but probably on how much you can extract maximum pace and using the least of battery probably.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably that's gonna be the thing on this game, and also that we saw in real F1.
We have Lioness
But yeah,
in
let's
chat saying Kit P1. A lot of Kit fans in chat here. Let's see.
yeah just look at Bailey's lap, who was improving 50,000 of a second, and you can see, for example, he's still on 70% of battery, and Christian we have 27.9, just improving by a little this time, and probably Bailey's gonna get some slipstream. Is that his teammate? I think it is Crowley, and you can see he goes down to 7th gear, and then he get a very good slipstream from his teammate Crowley, and that's gonna pay off a lot. You can see 320, and we saw other drivers doing 300 out at the end of this corner, so that's gonna be a very good improvement for him, I think.
Yeah.
That's
Crowley has some
26,
use.
27, and that's 28.3, so improving 3 tenths, but not enough to beat Christian. So Christian is very fast actually on this track. 27.9 and 4 tenths faster than Bailey.
Yeah, that slipstream really helped him there, but he's still 4 tenths of Christian, so he needs to find that extra time. I don't know if that's the battery management, the LICO strategy he's employing, but yeah, it's unusual to see Billy that far off Christian. And I think Justin's went for a second run here, he must have abandoned his first hot lap, as he is currently going for it right now. Let's see, sector 2 time should come up pretty soon here. We'll get an idea of this lap for Justin. It is 3 tenths up, so this is quite the improvement for him.
Oh, but invalidated the lap time.
Oh no, oh
Yeah,
no.
it went over a little bit of the curb, and that's it, track limit.
Back to the pits he will
And
go, yeah. Let's see McKender out
but I
there.
was actually doing a great lap, so. Yeah, I think no, McCann probably is not on a lap. No, he's probably doing another warm up lap, or maybe he's going back to the pit. And I seen 1 lap time on the leaderboard, so I don't know if that's my. Yeah, he's going back to the pit, so probably he made a mistake in the early stages of his quali lap. Yeah, I would like to see average next, but okay, I can change. Wait, let's see if I can go to average next. Yes, I can. So, let's see if Nax is improving. Well, you can see 90% of battery is not really using it, but I think he's yeah, probably that's his out lap, or maybe not. So
Yeah.
let's see by his first sector. And well, he's improving by 1.3 seconds. So yeah, he's definitely pushing. I think he hasn't put a much of practice because it looks like he's just doing few, some laps to prepare also for his race.
Yeah, he was our
But you can
driver of the
see,
day last week. You nominated him. He got the accolade. P7, I think he got.
yeah,
Some.
and he actually cried for it. So yeah, that he thanked all of his family for that, and he's proud of this achievement. But maybe he's gonna get another driver of the day today. It really depends. Maybe strategy is to start last, to get into the points and achieving another driver of the day. But you can see here the actually just going a little bit wide, deploying the whole battery, and 280. And that's a 30.6, so putting himself into P17.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing for him, by the time he gets back to the pits, he will not have time for another lap, so that is his time for this session. Not great stuff from Eversnax. Struggling in qualifying, so hopefully he can make up some positions in the race. Potentially getting that driver of the day accolade. I'm going to switch to John Waits. He has been on some form recently. He's had a few podiums. P2, P3. Nothing to be scoffed at. And I think he himself is one driver of the day pretty recently. Oh, as he clips the wall there. I think he gets away with it though. very easy to do. If you do that in the race, though, it can be a different matter. You might get a wheel detached, bring out a safety car. I've seen that many times, but yeah, let's ride on board with John Waits as we wait the Sector 1 time. It is pretty much matching his original Sector 1 time. And he's got plenty of ERS to play with, yeah, but as we've seen, it depletes pretty quickly when you hit that button. And
yeah, just, yeah. He consumes all of your energy.
Yeah, I don't have much energy left. I'm quite old, so that's why I'm not racing.
Oh, come on, you're not that old.
Oh.
You see the reigning, you know, Nana champion.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. Reigning tier 4 champion.
Still on a great ship. Yeah, reigning tier 4 champion. Everything, you know, he's just reigning champion.
Here we go.
That's incredible.
Here we go. John Waits, what set his time? He's currently P9, 29.4. Can he better that? It looks good. It's a 29 flat. That puts him P5. A great lap from John Waits.
Yeah, that was actually a great lap. I'm just looking. Christian, Bailey, Justin, and Pepper on their out lap. But I think there is Horsey who's now into the half lap, and you can see already, you know, doing some lift and coast before turn 1. They've got to turn 3 very, very close to the wall, and we know that's not a sweet spot to put your wheel in. And then, yeah, just trying to be careful on these corners. You know, it's very easy to spin, you know, just touching the white line or the side of the curb, and you just lose the car. But yeah, very close to the wall. Looks, you know, right on the limit.
Yeah, almost 2/10 up in Sector 1. I'm going to switch to Justin, though. He's currently making his way through Sector 1. We should get a Sector 1 time pretty soon as he comes out of the technical, I don't know what you call it. Is that the S's or whatever you call it? He is through and he is up. It's 0.130.
That's professional comp.
Yeah. Could be a good lap here from Justin, though. He does have someone right behind him, though. It looks like, is that Christian? No, it's not. It's the other McLaren. I think that's Kit, maybe. And a Ferrari behind him as well.
I'm just gonna take a look at Bailey's lap while you watch Justin one. So yeah, let's see. Bailey into this second sector is. Let's see if he's improving or not. Yes, he is improving by 0.2 of a second. So you know that's gonna be very close to Christian times. It doesn't have much battery left. Now he's on 0%. So let's see. You know he has to make a kind of miracle into the last corner.
Ooh.
Just brake a little bit earlier to get as much power as you can through the final corner. And let's see Bailey with that 28.1.
Nice.
So Pro Christian probably has secured this whole time, but he's still improving to sector 2, 85 thousandths of a second. So let's see Christian does improve his lap time with a 27.7. So yeah, he did. He actually improved by 0.2. Wow.
What a lap from Christian. Yeah, cements pole. He didn't even need to improve to keep that pole, but he has definitely got pace around here. And Flash does pip his teammate back to get that P4 back. So it's Pep Man P5, Flash P4 in the Ferraris. John Waits out there on a lap. No, he's invalidated his lap. So it looks like this is pretty much our top 10. Kevin has invalidated his lap. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Unless Lars of the Red Hot Lovers, who is off track at the minute. He's not going to do any improvements. So that is our grid.
Yeah, it is. It was an interesting quali session. And also you can see from P1 to P21 there is 4.1 second of a gap. Yeah, that's quite huge.
And interestingly, in terms of the championship, Touge is in P10 and his championship rival Bailey Thompson P2.
Yeah, and also with Justin in P3, he always could be a threat. We know that the last race, he got some fuel issues. He's actually under fuel and had to do a lot of Leica. So hopefully, he's not gonna do the same thing this race because that's gonna be a disaster, especially in this track.
There we go. It's our grid set. Christian does take pole in the end. Quite a significant gap there. Billy was able to get it closed down a little bit, but almost 4 tenths between P1 and P2 for the front row of this grid. Then it's Justin Ayarts almost 8 tenths behind Christian, P3. You get the two fastest Italians in SLR history in P4 and P5. John Waits, P6.
I
Kit,
think you forgot
P7.
one. Yeah, you probably
Oh yeah,
forgot one
Cornetto guy.
Italian.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot.
No,
We've got
no.
we have a driver in chat. At this point, a missile blowing up this godforsaken track would be a mercy and a blessing. Well, with current politics, geopolitics, that is possible.
Yeah. But yeah, so probably we're gonna get a dry race, unlike we got last week in Japan. So, actually the wet race that we got, it was quite enjoyable. I think it was quite funny to see, lots of attack. But the thing is, are we gonna see, few people with full battery and can deploy it, at the end of the straight as we saw in Japan? Because yeah, that's gonna could be some a little bit weird to see.
Yeah, I do. I mean, one good thing about these new regulations is you do see a lot of overtakes, but they tend to be a bit manipulated, if you know what I mean. With this current battery management simulation setup. But yeah, it's good for us. So there is that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, it's good. It's good. Maybe we're gonna see some incidents and lots of safety car and no red flags, but I don't think we've got it enabled, right?
No red flags, but safety cars
Yeah.
are enabled. Yeah, we can have 5 in total. That includes the VSCs as the drivers do get underway with the formation lap. Gives us time to set up. And let's have a look at tires. And as per usual, it's a spread of medium and hards with only 4 drivers opting for those hards. Meepo, Touge, Hararsi, and McKender. But the top 7, importantly, running these mediums. So yeah, it looks like a one-stop strategy here, as per the usual.
Yeah. Everything as usual. So,
Well, here's something
but
to talk about. Firehawk, it's his first race in SLR. Do you remember your first race in SLR? And how was that?
I do, I do. It was Bahrain and Tier 4. I was actually going for the podium, but I spun like 4 to 5 times that race. But actually, I mean, it's it's already been like 5 years ago, 6 years. Jeez, yeah, that was, I was still young, dreaming about winning SLR, championship.
I think you still got it in you, but you know you gotta get a
Yeah,
title.
well,
You have to get a title. Come on, fella.
yeah, I do. Well, if we're gonna get 3 tiers, I will race. So, maybe in 2030.
If you win a championship, I will cry 3 tears.
You will cry 3 tiers,
Yeah,
okay?
3 tears.
Yeah. Okay, well, I will return. I still have to try this game, so maybe I will, after
This
the
could be your
race.
game, yeah.
Well, it's been like 5 games, but yeah, it could be, actually. But, but if you, yeah, you ask about my first tier 4 race, and I actually, enjoyed it. I remember I was fighting with Kebab and others, and actually got like also a few penalty points the first race. But it was fun.
Yeah,
We ace boy, definitely. But so, yeah, plenty of like kebab. I remember I was fighting with
Oh
him.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
All the veterans, the
but yeah, we're
oldies.
starting. Yeah, all the yeah. But yeah, one light, two lights, three lights, four lights, five lights. And let's see who's gonna get the best time with Christian with an amazing start and just Billy a little bit stuck, but he's still side by side with Christian. Let's see if they're gonna get a little bit of content, but no, they don't. Christian holding, his position very nicely, and let's see behind if we got anyone who's fighting. We go side by side between the Red Bull of Lepson and Kevin, and also McAndrew
Oh,
was
and
very close to a collision.
yeah, just behind McKender, you have Touche, who's missing part of his front wing after a bit of contact there. I think that was with McKender. So that is absolutely terrible for Touche. The worst possible start. He was starting in P10. He's still P10, but minus that front wing, that is
Oh yeah,
crucial.
he's got the left end plate missing, but not only. So I think that's like an orange wing. So, but yeah, that's not gonna be, that's not gonna help him. He probably does have to pit and going for the long strategy, even if he started on hard. So that's not gonna be good for him. But we got Bailey who's very close, and now that's where we got the interesting part. So Bailey, just deploy a little bit, and Christian is already on low battery, so we might see an overtake here, and then another overtake.
Yep, McKenna
And
going for a
probably
move
that,
here. P9 on P8, and he makes that look easy with the use of ERS. I think he caught RRC. Maybe RRC run out of battery there. Actually, no, he had plenty in store, but
we got
Christian.
Bailey on overtake mode. And let's see, he's gonna try here the overtake. No, he doesn't, so he's waiting. But we got behind maybe some few fights. Also between Eversnax and Björch, or they side by side. Björch trying to switch back and ice me with 3 seconds of penalty. And Björch getting a better exit, but now that's gonna be side by side. And it usually doesn't end very well.
Oh my word!
This corner.
Oh my word!
But they just stick to it.
Oh my word! How did they do that?
Oh my.
Oh
Yeah.
no! They're in the
Yeah,
wall!
they crashed.
It is a huge crash, and we've got
Yeah,
Wirch out. Wirch is out. He's dead. And this might be
well, that's
virtually dead. Sorry, virtually dead. Sorry.
Yeah, he's dead.
He's not actually dead. Yeah.
With
Oh, look at this,
my God, and
Eversnax.
10 seconds of penalty. Eversnax missing the complete front wing.
Yeah, so
But yeah,
it looks like VSC.
it never ends well. It never ends well on that part of the track when you're side by side. But you actually can do that because the cars are lighter and smaller compared to the both that we got the few last years. But yeah, that was over the limit.
Yeah, and look at green flag conditions. We're underway, and Billy Thompson harassing the back of this McLaren for P1. Is he going to go for a move into the final corner? He does not, but he's... Oh, and John Waits does. John Waits goes for a move around the outside of Flash.
I think he crashed into the wall, Snacks.
Oh no.
Yeah, he did.
This could be a safety car. It isn't. It isn't a safety car. What?
No, we got no safety car. We got Bailey just behind, but let's see. Continue to flash with. I think it was John Wick. Oh, just John Wick, sliding with his tires, with the rears. Probably they're still cold.
Yeah, that was a great move from John Waits. Around the outside on the final corner, gets that move done and secures P4. But he is away off these lead pack of Justin, Bailey and Christian. 1.3 up the road. He can see them, but it's going to be a mission to try to get that gap under control. Oh, and there's moves. Oh yeah, Touche getting past there by Lepson. So Touche is front wing.
Oh, Touche didn't repair his front wing.
And we have
he's actually staying out.
We have our first question in chat there.
Yep.
Can Lars the Red Hot Lover score a point this evening? I believe, I don't know. It's possible, anything is possible. I do hope he does, actually. I'd love to have an interview with a happy Lars.
Yeah, we're always, enjoying hearing his interview that lasts like an hour and a half.
Oh, Flash making a move on.
Yeah.
Oh, and look for the lead as well. Billy Thompson taking P1, and that's before the final corner.
Oh my God, look at the train that there is behind Conieta now.
Oh
That's
my
crazy
word.
to see, but John
Yeah.
Wick was with literally 0% of battery and still is now. So let's see, can he make the move here? He got also the overtake mode, and no, he can't. He has to stick behind. But yeah, we got a move from Bailey, who's now got up to P1.
Yeah, and High RC as well on McKender. So High RC and McKender both on these hard. So as this race goes on, they should become the better tire to be on, and they should be able to make even more moves. But they're doing well so far. P8, P9, High RC, McKender. Oh, and
And
yeah,
look at Bailey, already 8 tenths of a gap with Christian.
yeah, and Justin just falling out of 1 second range there momentarily, back outside it. Iron says, why don't you acknowledge my reference to your dulcet tones, Chief? Well, I did. I had an inner guffaw, a little chortle to myself there, but we digress. We are going to go back. McKenna coming under Fred here. Or who was that? Oh, was that Pep Maman P9? So he's dropped a few
Oh, yeah,
positions.
Yeah, and we got now John Wick is very close to Konyet. So he's gonna try the overtake here, but you know, he used all the batteries, so I don't think he's got enough train line speed to do so. And Konyet, yeah, just you can see how he's managing it.
And Christian taking the lead of the race. I'm wondering, are these guys kind of working together a little bit? Oh, and it doesn't appear so, as down to the turn 1, Bailey Thompson taking that P1 spot back, and Justin continues to remain outside that 1 second gap. Lots of action here, I'm loving it.
Yeah, I mean, that's the good thing. Oh my god, yeah, John Wick, I think he got track limit, but
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
yeah, Bailey and Chris, you were about to say, are they gonna help each other? I don't think they are, but actually they are losing time to Justin because he's just about 1.2 seconds behind. So if they continue to fight like that, you know, he's gonna get under threat. So
Yeah, and I'm just looking at Touge as well. He slipped onto P13 with that broken front wing. And, you know, crucially for him, he's on the hard, so he can't really do an early pit stop and switch onto the hards and just run long. He's going to have to pray for a safety car or something to bring him back into this race.
yeah, and that's gonna be hard for him.
High RC
But yeah,
though, looking pretty good here. He's about to make a move on Kit, I think, for P6. But he does have a bit of a train ahead of him.
He's got plenty of battery enough, so you know he's gonna get like a triple slipstream, so that's gonna be huge for him. Might try the dive bomb here. No, it doesn't. He wisely decided to try the move into the last race. So let's see, deploying everything he's got, and I think Konieto might get overtaken. No, it doesn't, but we got Cheat is very close, but no, they just start with that because as soon as they deploy, the overtake button, they just finish the battery. So it's not that powerful, as we thought before the race start it could be. And also Bailey right now managing, to stay within these 8 to 7 tenths. So it does look like, he's got everything under control, and the pace, is speaking for himself. So he manages to get, to that 7 tenths that he knows Christian can do anything about that.
Yeah, and I'm fascinated by this battle for P4. There's a train all the way back to it's P11, essentially, as P4 defender Flash has got a massive train behind him, and he's going to be hoping that they fight behind him and allows him to break away from this group, because they're all running very closely together right now. Oh, and Kit's going for it. Kit is going to go for it. Oh, he almost pulled out a bit too late there. Oh, and under braking, he looks like he's pulled up alongside. Is he able to come out of this one ahead? And this is going to come down to ERS to get straight line mode available to them as well, as we see someone pitting.
To the pit.
That is an early pit stop.
Oh my god, he hit the wall. John.
No!
He might have got wind damage.
Oh no.
No, it wasn't heavy impact, but he just locked up with the tires. Probably he was, over speed. overspeeding, and oh my god, why is this?
Oh, this must be a
What
glitch.
happened?
This might be a glitch. Is it a
Oh,
glitch?
okay. Is it?
He's stuck in the pits? What's going on here?
Oh my god, that's what happened.
Oh, and he's off. What just happened? Yeah, that is massive in terms of this race. Although, he's out on track.
Yeah, he lost.
I don't know
I
if that
don't
was
know
a
what
glitch or
happened.
something.
But we got also a full yellow flag. Do we have a safety car maybe?
No, I think it's VSC at the
No,
minute.
I think we got no. Oh yeah, VSC probably or maybe. But what happened? Okay, now it's green flag, but I don't know what happened to Joey. But I think and Bailey has to concede the position to give the position to Christian.
Oh,
There was
okay.
some. What happened?
Wonder if he took that
I
position
have
under the yellow flag conditions, had to give it back maybe?
no idea, but Bailey was first, so I don't see what he possibly could have done wrong. But yeah, that's what happened, and I don't think Christian is gonna give Bailey the position back.
Yeah, and if you notice the top four drivers all running with a yellow fuel warning, so they have under fuel. We saw that become an issue in the previous race as we see Billy Thompson, is that Billy into the pits? Someone's in the pits. I think that's Crawley Voice actually, who is currently running last, but yeah, is that not a very early pit stop from John Waits?
I mean, it really depends on
Oh,
Tybor
and there's
and what.
something going on here. There's a big gaggle of cars, and I think it was Tilda. No, I think it was Crawley Voice as he was coming out of the pits there. He's just came out in a gaggle of cars and mixed things up big time.
And well, about the pit stops, I was saying, it really depends about how Tybor is, but with oh my god, Pep, you can see how much more speed he was about to have compared to Kevin, but it really depends on also on lift and coast, I think, because the more you do that, the more the tires actually conserve. So I think it really depends on that and also on what tires you started. I think doing 17 laps with the mediums right now is just too much, but
Yeah,
maybe with the hards it's possible.
yeah,
I think like if you beat lap 10 with the mediums, doing 15 laps, it's quite doable. And Taiwan, I don't think it's gonna be that high, but we're getting meanwhile just Pep trying and overtaking the outside of the Alpine of Kevin, and he manages to do so, and also he managed to get some battery, to defend himself, but also Kevin probably is gonna try and overtake here, but you can see he's on 0% battery and actually Pep just pulling away.
yeah. And I think the hards are now the better tire. Yeah, Feta, because I just saw Horsey overtake Kit for P5. So I reckon maybe we're starting to enter the pit window for these medium runners.
Yeah, I think they will go to the pit, within 2 laps maximum.
It's always
But
incredible how
also,
closely Bailey Thompson and Christian run together. Very trusting of each other's abilities here. Gap has always been under 5 tenths for the most part of this race.
yeah, you can see, also Justin is not like drop off too much, but compared to them, now he's 2 seconds away. So, he might try an undercut. I would actually try it. I have nothing to lose because also he's 4.5 almost seconds to Conieto, and he's also fighting with Horsey, so he's definitely losing some time. Trying to defend the position.
Yeah, Kid coming
But
under
yeah,
pressure here once more from another Italian is Pep Batman. Trent on the inside. Oh, and they come together on the exit off the final corner. And that's allowed Kevin to squeeze on by Pep Batman. Kid holds the position for now, but I think he's going to come under
we
pressure
got
from...
Horsey trying the overtaking to the inside, and I think he managed to do so. Yeah, he does with a nice overtake. And yeah, Justin, he probably listened to me and got back to went to the pit
Yeah.
So he's gonna go for the undercut.
Yeah, and look at that. He comes out behind John Waits, so that undercut worked out. I think that thing that we saw with John Waits in the pits was a glitch, and I don't know if he's lost any time actually at all. Touge as well. Yeah, Touge just ahead of John Waits, but he still has to pit. Kit, something's happening with Kit. He's dropped down the order massively. Yeah, and I saw him struggling, and it's a virtual safety car. Third virtual safety car of the session. Kit is minus his
Oh,
front wing.
10 seconds of penalty for severe collision with Lapson.
Oh, we missed that.
But
Yeah.
also, why don't we get any full safety cars? You know, we got a few big incidents and no safety cars. So
Oh, that's a
yeah,
big incident though. Lepson and Kit both minus a lot of their front wing. I think Kit came off the worst. Yeah.
well, that's this. Sorry for interrupting, but I was saying that this VSC is not gonna help Justin at all.
Oh,
He
Julian.
could actually lose plenty of spots with that.
Julian getting a drive-through penalty. Yeah, Lepson falling down order with that front wing. Kit and P15. That is terrible. They
Oh,
really
and
need a
Christian
safety car.
Bailey,
They're in the
Christian
pits.
Bailey going back to the
Oh.
pit at the same time. And yeah, so let's see if Justin actually gained a little bit, but with the VSC actually, all the benefits they could have, vanished. So where is Justin? He just, going for the straight. So let's see if Justin can try the undercut, if it worked out or not, and how much he will be gaining. And no, it doesn't. No, yeah, it doesn't. So he's actually 3 seconds behind.
Yeah,
So
that's quite the distance.
almost
Behind
4. So
Must have
yeah,
got
he
a lot of
actually lost a
traffic.
lot of time, and now he's got also the Williams and the asset. So he's gonna lose so much time, and you can see the tires how better they are compared to these guys' side.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Makes it look like taking a candy from a baby. But he does have two Williams ahead of him. A blue wall. As both of them run out wide, and he just snatches both positions in one corner. Great stuff from him. Kevin gets by McKender up to P3. He goes. And that's on the old mediums as well. So.
Oh my god, there was Crowley with his Mercedes who probably spun, and he was, in the middle of the track, and, good reflexes from Bailey and Christian. But how did Bailey got the position to Christian? Because he was ahead at first.
You know what? I was just looking at that. That was in the pits.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Christian went in ahead of Bailey and came out behind him. So he's made that position up under the pit stop.
Yeah, it was probably because of that, because, I didn't see any overtakes on. I was focused on looking at Justin. But probably it was into the pit.
Yeah, so RC on these old hards leading the race for now, but I think it's Bailey and Christian really are true race leaders. But yeah, there's a couple of guys started on the hards here, so we'll see how that strategy works out as we see John Wace getting by Meepo. Actually, they're side by side going into turn 3. A bit of wheel contact there, but they both come out intact, and John Wace takes that position on those fresher hards.
Do you think hard soft could be possible, or is it not worth the risk?
Yeah, I don't know is the answer, but like generally softs, like after a few laps, just start overheating massively. And I reckon in Sector 1 especially, those softs would, once they fall off, are absolute trash, and it would be quite dangerous to drive on.
Yeah, probably would, but yeah, you can see also Coniglieto, he's holding on very well also compared to Horsey.
Yeah, he's going long in these mediums.
Yeah, and it looks like the tires are stable. Probably he's gonna try an overtake here on Horsey. No, it doesn't, but we're gonna see if he goes back to the pit. Also, Horsey, we can see he's really sliding. He's struggling with the rears, and probably he's going back to the pit. No, it doesn't. And yeah, Coniglieto does.
Into the pits he goes. Pat Matman's already pitted. He's P11, so we'll see how this plays out as Christian.
Oh, and Christian got P3, so he's got the position back from Bailey. So probably an overtake, and also doing the fastest lap of this race.
We do have a Ask Commentators question. Is there a reason that Jamie is not here racing this evening? Is he suffering from arthritis due to excessive use of the controller?
I have no idea. Maybe you know better than me.
Yeah, I think he's probably just opted out of this one because of, you know, I was seeing a lot of complaining about the lifting and coasting, and he didn't want to be a part of that. But yeah, it's always good to see Jamie on track. If he was here today, we'd have a full grid. But Iron, that also goes to you. If you were here today, it would be a full grid. So I hold you fully responsible for that not happening today.
Yeah. Or maybe you know you if you weren't commentating.
On the
You,
keyboard,
you
yeah.
could complete the grid.
That'd
Yeah.
be a short race.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe controller. Do you have it?
I am terrible on the controller though.
Well, I think it would be much worse on keyboard.
Well, you know, let's do it. A duel after the race. Me on keyboard, you on pad.
Yeah, why not? But let's fuck on the race because we got Bailey, you know, he's still very close to Christian. He might try and do everything now. No, he doesn't. You can see just lifting and he's on full battery. But yeah, it's just crazy to see, you know, when you lift a little bit or brake, the amount of battery that you gain.
Yeah. We have who was that into the pits there? McKender into the pits. He was on hard, so switches onto the mediums quite early.
Oh, we got yellow flag. I think that's Crowley. Yeah, with this Mercedes. And yeah,
But
unlucky race for him. But
I'm just
yeah,
thinking,
Justin, the gap is just 7.6 seconds to Bailey. So yeah, lost a lot of time.
yeah, a lot of time lost there, and John Waite's not too far off. Justin Ertz, High RC's probably thinking about pitting this lap or next. Lars of the Red Hat Lovers close to points. He's got his pit stop underway, out of the way, sorry, and Touge P11 for him. He's on those fresh mediums. Are they going to get to the end of the race? He is a tire whisperer. If anyone can do it, it's him, but they're going to feel pretty ropey at the end of this race.
Yeah, well, he's still, you know, 13 laps, so
On my
he's gonna
screen,
get super fresh medium.
he has no front part of his car. It's completely missing.
Well, let's. No, well, he does from my POV.
Ah, okay. Oh, RRC into the pits, so our race leader into the pits. We'll put on a set of mediums. Probably going to come out around P7, P8. Might come out in traffic. But Christian assumes the lead position in this race is Billy Thompson, as ever, right behind him, ready to pounce. And Justin Ertz is falling back even more. 8.3 is now the gap. And let's see where RRC came out. He comes out, bit of clean air, P7, just ahead of McKender, and on fresher medium. So let's see what he can do. Is pretty much everybody's got their pit stop underway, out of the way now, and it's pure racing to the end as we see Meepo getting by Tilda. Meepo on these fresh mediums will have a lot of pace here, and I know Meepo has been very rapid at this track before. Might be able to get himself some points
Oh,
here
we got
today as
Konyeko,
reserve.
by the way, going for the overtake on John Wick, and well, he's got 6 laps pressure tires, so that was quite an easy overtake for him, and put himself into P4.
Yeah, John Waits might come back at him. He does have a lot more ERS, but he's depleted a lot of it already on the run down to this next fast left-hander. The Crowley voice is out of the session. That's a retirement in the pit, so we're down to 18 drivers. Yeah, Iron's saying he's not at the level to compete on such an elite grid. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I think you'll be alright. I think you'll be alright.
Oh, we got Bailey now on the overtaking to the first corner. So yeah, just Bailey taking back his leadership of the Grand Prix.
Yeah, and we saw Christian miss a few races, so effectively out of the driver championship. But as we can see here today, he's not going to lie down and take a defeat. He wants to win as many races as possible, even if it isn't for the championship. But beating Billy Thompson, who has been on some mighty form recently, it's a big task. What do you reckon? Go down to the last lap and then pounce, or do you just you know, try to take the position whenever you can?
I mean, at this point, also considering you got just in 9 seconds, I would just, hold on that, the kind of gap they're having and trying everything, from penultimate to last lap. So yeah, we just wait, just managing the tires, getting that slipstream, and then I would just put, lots of pressure on every corner. That's what I would do. Oh, we got another yellow flag. I think that's the Red Bull of Lepson, maybe.
Yeah, he's struggling out
Yeah,
there
I
after
think
that
it is.
incident
Yeah,
today. He has got a and it is a change of lead into turn one. Christian takes it back, and yeah, Justin falling back even more, 10 seconds behind these two. I guess
by the way, there is. Yeah,
I was just gonna say it looks like they are working together somewhat because they're swapping position. That's enabling them to pull this gap on Justin, who is struggling a little bit at this phase of the race, and Kevin taking P6 from, or sorry, RC taking P5 from Kevin there. RC's on these
oh,
mediums,
it's gonna
so
go for it now, Bailey. Yeah, well, I think this point they're just having fun, because they know that the gap, 10 seconds to Justin, who's being recovered by Konieto Flash right now, because the gaps went down to, from 5 to 3.6 seconds. So we might also see a fight for the last step of the podium.
yeah.
And yeah, well, I mean, Christian and Bailey right now, I think they're just having fun. They're on a stage of the race where they don't care. Whoever gets the position, lap 17 to 24, I would say. So yeah, they just manage. Their race, their pace is very similar right now. So I think they just having fun, and that's it.
Yeah, and I mean, if Billy finishes P2, it's not the end of the world. It actually is. Oh, and Christian taking a wide berth as he takes P1. Oh, and it's not done though. Billy Thompson trying to stay alongside, but Christian pulls that move off. That was quite the overtake there. He gave him such a wide berth. I thought he actually went into the wall, the pit wall.
Yeah, I think right now it's the only fight that we're getting. You can see the gaps are quite spread out. So yeah.
Yeah, big gaps on the board right now, but RRC on those mediums might be able to close up and flash. We've got McKender as well on those mediums, might be able to make some moves on Kevin ahead. And John Waits as well, look at that gap. So that glitch did cost him a lot of time, it seems. 11.2 behind P9. And I think he's about to get overtaken actually by Touge, who's on old mediums. I guess with
Yeah,
this
it's also
lull,
worth.
yeah, I was going to say this lull in the action, we can ask the viewers, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support. But we're in lap 18 of 25, and it's going to get pretty spicy out here as we still have to work out who is going to cross that line first, Christian or Billy Thompson. And it looks like Billy Thompson's going to go for the move. Yeah, they're swapping about again. And yeah, Billy Thompson leading the race now into turn one.
Yeah, and we're lap 19 out of 25, so we're getting, at the end of this race, and looks like that's gonna be, our main fight. But also be careful because keep an eye on Coniglieto. He's 3.3 seconds right now, so.
Yeah, and how RC about to get within the 1 second range off Flash, so that P4 is not secure right now.
Yep.
Icewind as well
Also,
on the back
yeah,
of the
I was
other
about
Italian.
to say Icewind. Yeah, and they're both with penalties, so.
Great minds think alike. Crawley Papa Jim says hello.
Oh, we got Christian with a lot of battery left before the the straight and making an overtake on Bailey, and maybe now he's gonna get some slipstream from the ERB of of Firehawk. Who's still right now P18. Owen Lapson got 3 seconds of time penalty for multiple warnings.
Yeah, Crawley Papa Jim, I want to ask, how does it feel to be the fastest Greek driver today?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Yeah, thanks.
It's like, how does it feel to be the fastest Italian commentator?
How RC is struggling to close that gap up any further. He's pretty close to breaking that 1 second gap, but it's kind of ding-donging between 1.1 and 1.4, 1.5. Crawley Papa Jim says great.
Yeah, the gaps are. But yeah, we still got Bailey and Christian, who have been, no more than 5 tenths was the gap for the whole race. So yeah, that's gonna be quite fun. I think we're gonna see an aggressive fight between the two
Yeah,
drivers.
yeah, it's going to be good in the final laps here. Crawley Papa Jim says adapting to wheel and pedal from controller is awful. Yeah, he said pedal, so I wonder if he only uses the brake pedal, because I didn't see much acceleration going on with him whenever I looked at his onboards.
Oh my god. Maybe because you're too fast. So
Jeddah, not the best track to learn. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Yeah, tricky old
yeah,
track.
especially on these conditions, we have to do a lot of lift and coast. But we got Julian with 3 seconds of penalty. And yeah, just behind we got McKendry 1 second, almost catching Kevin. And then yeah, just Horsey 1.3 seconds, so it's not really gaining. And meanwhile Cuneta with 2.8 to Justin. So yeah, you can see the gaps are quite stable right now.
Yeah, and I mean, he's at RRT on these 6 lap mediums. I mean, they've seen their best life, their best performance have been taken out of it, but yeah, he's starting to actually lose ground on Flash, so maybe Flash, he's got enough pace on those hards right now to keep this P4, and he's actually fresher tires than the lead driver, so he potentially could be on for a podium here today, but we are running out of laps, lap 21 of 25, and as we run on board with Christian, we're seeing Billy Thompson, a bit of a bigger gap than we're used to. 4 tenths is that gap, but Billy Thompson, of course, will be ready to pounce. Might be just thinking about what he's going to do in his final few laps of this race. I think Lepson is off again. Yep, he is indeed.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
And like a kid as well. He was running so well. I think P5 at one point in this race. After that incident with Lepson.
Oh, that was so dangerous by Julian. He was, out of turn 1. Oh yeah, well, people also call it turn 2. There was Julian who was, about to accelerate, and because he spun and crashed into the wall, so he was about to hit Christian. And yeah, that could have been very dangerous, and he could literally have destroyed Christian's race.
Yeah.
Oh, I got Bailey's very close right now. So do you think they're gonna start fight? They're gonna start fighting from now, or is Bailey gonna wait?
Yeah, I don't know. Like these new regulations. I think he's just gonna attack, and just keep the pressure on until the final lap. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting as we are about to head into lap 23 here. Oh, and Christian just glancing the wall there, so he is definitely feeling the pressure in that McLaren. McKender as well, quite close on the back of Kevin now. So McKender on these mediums, going for the move, he gets it done. Lepson gets a 10-second time penalty, speeding in the pit lane. He is retired in the pits. Hopefully he doesn't leave the session. He is hosting But yeah, McKenna up to P6, 4.4 is the gap ahead, so I don't think he's going to be able to close that down in the dying moments of this race. Is Christian leading the charge into turn 1, and with 2 laps left after this one, Fedivar, we're down to 17
Yeah,
drivers.
yeah, 17 drivers. Well, out of 21, so most of them finished the race. So, that's a good achievement. But but yeah, well, I think now we're gonna enjoy this moment because we got a very close fight between Bailey and Christian. They've been there for the whole race, so I think whoever's gonna come second, I think they're gonna be so frustrated for that because they both have the pace, for the winning pace, but only one can win, so that's gonna be interesting. Also because look at the gap they pulled away to Justin and to the whole grid. That's crazy to see because also now Justin is not one of the slowest guys on this tier and generally speaking. So seeing Justin behind 11.3 seconds, that's weird to see.
Yeah, penultimate lap
But yeah,
coming up.
yeah, I think from the next lap we're gonna watch some good fight. You can see Bailey already closing up a little bit on Christian. Maybe he's gonna try the move here. He's very close, but yeah, Bailey just smartly is not doing that. So yeah, it probably is gonna wait, for the last lap or maybe the penultimate one.
Oh, and there we go. McKender gets overtaken by Kevin, so I think McKender's mediums has definitely seen better days, and he's starting to struggle for pace out there. Kevin up to P6, that would be a great finish for him today. And how RC, he's found a bit of pace, but he's still not able to get within that 1 second range.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on Bailey, who's now very close to Christian. So yeah, also these caps are quite dangerous because with the fact that you do a lot of lift and coast, if you're behind and you're close, you might not expect, a break and
Yeah,
you just crash or lose your front wing.
yeah,
So you need to be careful on that.
yeah, it can catch you off guard for sure. And here we go, it is on to the last lap. Is Billy Thompson going to go for a move on the start-finish straight and try to defend for the rest of the lap? Let's have a look on board with Billy Thompson. The gap is 0.3, and he does employ some ERS, but backs off for now, so he's not going to... He's happy to sit behind for now, I think. And he's probably going to do it on the run down to the final corner.
Yeah, you can see there. Oh, and Ashwin got 3 seconds of penalty, and well, they're both for sure saving for battery now for the last lap. They know they have to save it. They can't use it. They can't waste it into corners or into straights on earlier stages of the race. So they have to put everything on the last two straights.
Yeah, he can't make a mistake here, and Billy Thompson is falling back a little bit. The gap 6 tenths, 7 tenths. Oh, he needs to get that under control if he's able to make a move, and he's just closed that up rapidly there. You can see it visually. 0.3 is the gap now. This is going to be tight, and we've got one more straight line section after this one. 0.3. This is going to be crucial. How he comes out of here, is he able to carry some speed? He engages his ERS. This is it. He's going to deploy everything he got all the way down to the final corner. What do you reckon, Fedivar? Has he got this? It looks pretty tight.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be quite tight, and also he's got the McLaren, so there might be a side-by-side trying the switchback.
Oh,
And yeah, that's it. I don't think he can really get the overtake unless Christian finishes the race without battery. So that's gonna be very close, and that's 74 thousandths, and Christian gets the win. But that was really on the lead, but it was a nice and clean fight between the two drivers. So I think Christian now is gonna be very happy with this deserved win.
Yeah, and Justin Ertz does pick up P3. Came under heavy attack there from Flash at the end. I think Justin Ertz was saving fuel at the end there, just to avoid running out of fuel. High RC P5 in the end, P6 for Kevin. McKenna right behind P7. Got Pep Batman in the other Ferrari, P8. John Wiss takes up that P9 as Icewind drops down to P10. Even P11 for Icewind due to those time penalties. So Touge picking up 1 point today. And that is our top 10.
Yeah, that was, a good fight. I honestly expected, a few contacts between the two, but, they kept it very clean.
Yeah, the tires were slipping for both drivers there. Very close finish between Tilda and Meepo as well for P11, but Tilda comes out on top. Yeah, and it's showing Justin Ayres DNF, but that is not correct. He did finish P3 in the end there. But yeah, look at Kit. He's going to finish P15 today due to that issue. And it looks like Leslie Stomp, who is Lepson, he said the rejoin Kit killed me. So he's blaming that fully on Kit. We also have Word saying that crash that we saw with Eversnacks. It was a little wobble of Eversnacks that caused that. So both Wirch and Lepson blaming the other driver and taking no responsibility for that.
As always, then.
I don't know. we'll speak to the other drivers and see what really happened.
What the real incident was, yeah. Maybe just Pan, but he doesn't want to take the blame.
Wirch, I spoke to Eversnacks already. Yeah, there we go.
So, your driver of the day?
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'll have to just process what I saw there, but standings are on screen. We see Christian start at P1, finish P1, Bailey start at P2, finish, and I have a feeling that those guys are going to say it was a boring race. What do you reckon?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Because actually, they weren't fighting, they were just waiting for the last lap and see, we see who goes first. So, yeah, probably for that it was quite boring, I don't know. But, the fact that you have to keep that gap, and if you just slow down or make a mistake, you're done, I think it makes, things quite interesting also for the drivers. But, well, my choices would be, Kevin, Christian, and Horsey.
Yeah, I was going to say the same, but only instead of Christian,
I don't think
Flash.
you were going to say the same, I think
I was
you
honestly
no idea, but
Flash, her
you were
RC, Kevin.
for me.
I knew you'd go
Yeah,
Christian
okay.
though. It's like, oh, the guy that won the race.
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is that race in the bag. That was round 7. Could you believe we're in the second half of the season already? Plenty of races still to go. Yeah. Round 7 of 14, I believe. Or 12?
Yes.
I don't know.
So
12, yeah.
It's still a tight championship.
Yeah, it is indeed, yeah. It's going to go down to the wire, I think, between Billy and Touge, but Touge, with that result today, lordy, he's got some work to do. He needs to grind some laps out, and we've got Lars in chat here saying the second half, thank God, the end can't come soon enough.
Oh my God.
Come on, Lars, we're sitting here rooting for you to get a point. We thought today might have been the day, but it wasn't to be. But we'll hopefully get a challenge.
We're gonna make another lobby just for you.
Yeah. Let's see who have we got in the wings. We're ready for a chat. We'll bring in our race winner, Christian. What about Christian and Billy together? Seeing as they ran the race together.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
Okay.
Doing everything together.
And you can ask the questions, okay?
Okay.
I called it.
Hey.
Hello. Well, you've been the whole race together, so you gotta do the interview together.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I knew Bailey pretty well before, but I mean, I've been up his ass.
Nice time.
Well, you also
What, in the
tried
game or real life?
yeah,
Yeah, in the game. Yeah.
In the game, yeah.
Well, both. No, sorry.
yeah. So well, welcome to the interviews booth and to commentators booth. So we will try to ask some question, and if you wanna answer it together, you're free to do that. But
Yeah, sure.
yeah, so how was the race? We were thinking, with me and Notion that you would actually say that for you was boring, as
It
I
was, yeah,
Oh,
thought
it was super intense.
boring.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
it was intense.
My heart
Okay,
rate
so actually
is
our
solid like
okay,
50 beats per minute right now.
well 50. Okay, so that was that's not a lot.
Close
I
to
think you're
dead.
dead, bro.
Well,
Flatline.
Ah, shit.
but yeah, so how was from your POV starting from quali?
Do you want to go first, or should I, Kristen?
Yeah, I mean, qualifying was just, you know, clear. Can you guys even hear me?
Yeah, but we can hear
Yeah,
you.
we can. Yeah,
Sorry,
we
my
were
thing is
just
not green
trying
when I
to
talk.
listen, to you.
All right.
Yeah.
Qualifying was just a clear indication of who's best, obviously, and Bailey just sucked ass today, I guess. Uh, qualifying has got nothing to do with talent anymore. I mean, it's whoever just figures out the battery. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not about how hard you push. I've said it once before and I went ape shit. I know, but I'm gonna say it again. Qualifying is the worst thing I've ever tried. I've ever done. English. I can't explain. I'm gonna start speaking Danish in a moment.
It's
Crying out
shit.
loud.
Yeah,
It's shit.
Paraphrased.
Det er et lortespil. Jeg vil hellere dø, end at køre det her lort igen, mand.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, we got it. And then what about the race?
I mean,
Even worse.
Okay, great. So that's great. So what about you, Bailey? Do you have anything to add or?
well, qualifying for me was just, I just wasn't quick. So I was still started second, but the opening parts of the race, the gap to Justin, we just had to get it up. It was easier than we thought it was gonna be, and I think that was like very key for the
I mean,
race.
we did get lucky with the virtual safety car though.
Not really.
Well, he couldn't use his new tires.
He was in traffic anyway. He couldn't use them anyway. It's just like he would have had to overtake more cars on the lap that we paired if it stayed green. So it would have been about the same.
All right, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
All right.
Well,
Nah, I'm just saying you asked, like you asked.
Yeah.
All right. So, Christian, what do
yeah.
you feel about a late charge in the championship? You think,
Oh, okay,
it's
so it's the
doable?
one doing the questions. Okay.
All right, well, I'm gonna pull a Lando Norris like this year, and I'm gonna pull it off in the last race.
I
Okay.
prefer 2024, to be honest.
We can discuss that afterwards with a little bit more screaming and shouting, but sure.
Mm.
So yeah, well, I think right now I'll let you guys talk. Not review. See, and Chief, do you have any questions?
Billy, how did it feel to lose that win today? Like, were you not really that fussed, given your standing in the championship and the fact that Christian's taking like half the season as a holiday?
I got 2 races out of 12. It's half the season. Let's not push it.
I mean, it's close enough. I mean,
2 races for half a season.
2 races. You've
2
got
races
44
is not
points.
half
Well,
a
not anymore because
season.
I won.
Well, I'll win another
Well,
race this season,
sorry,
probably.
Chief, ask you a question. I'm gonna shut up.
I don't remember the question.
What do you think about the next race?
Oh wait, no, your question. It doesn't feel great, no, because I still want to win. I mean, I was pretty close to winning. I just got a slide in the last corner, which is annoying because I had more boost. So I reckon if I was alongside, I could have got it. But yeah, and the next track, Spain. I love me some Spain. I hope it's not god awful to drive on this game, but as a track, I tend to like it. So.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Yeah, looking forward to it, and we will speak to you guys soon. But GG on the win, Christian, and P2 for you, Billy. That's good for the championship. Good job today.
Yep. Thanks, boys.
God, I'm a
Alright.
sole winner. Jesus Christ.
What is that?
I don't
I'm a
know, but
sole
it
winner.
sounded salty. Yeah, it was salty.
What do you say? Spin about, bro.
I'm a sole winner.
This so winner.
Yeah.
We've got the same amount of wins this season, though.
Oh.
I'm not crazy.
You don't. No, I was. Whatever.
Yeah, he was what do you call it? Self-depreciated. No, I can't speak. Right, bye.
I just said
Okay.
I'm a bad winner because I'm laughing at you.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
And when I lose,
You're a bad loser as well. You're an awful
Yeah.
loser too. If you hadn't won tonight, you wouldn't even be here.
Oh hell no, I would have. I
You
would have been
been gone.
dead right now.
Yeah.
I hate losing, especially
Yeah.
to you.
74,000 this week, buddy.
Yeah.
That's so.
Who got pulled by 2000s in Mexico? Huh?
Who got full and hungry by its end?
Lucky.
It's like the
Okay.
4th time this season that I've set my PB in quality as well.
Oh yes.
Because I did Australia, Mexico, Hungary, and this track.
I'm so proud of you, Belly.
Thanks, gang. Alright, this is just kind of us talking now.
Yeah.
Billy
Well,
and
thank you
Christian.
guys for the interview. Yeah, see you next race.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Alright.
What a treat.
Okay.
What a treat. We've got another treat here. I'm gonna bring in Flash. Ask the first question in Italian, please. Please.
Ah, come on.
Come on, bro.
Just in English. Just in English. No, we want English.
Wanna hear it?
Cognato.
There we go.
Yo,
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
hello.
Yeah. So, well, you got P4 just behind Justin at the last lap. So, took us through the race. How was it for you?
It was a really difficult race. Battery was awful. But yeah, the pace was good before.
Yes, man. And how does it feel to be the fastest Italian guy in SLR
Oh my
history?
God.
Great feeling.
Yeah. In the Ferrari as well. It's perfect. Yeah. You can ride it.
Yeah. Great combination.
Yeah, but it's great to see two Italians in the Ferrari this season, and you, Pep Mama, and yeah, I saw in quali you were kind of like, beating each other in quali,
Yeah.
so it seemed quite competitive. But yeah, you came out on top in the race, P4. That's a great result. Is that your highest result this season?
Yeah. This season and also the past seasons.
Brilliant. Yes, further cementing your position as fastest Italian in SLR history,
My God.
Fedivara.
My guys. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. For sure. Oh, he's got P4, so Inter 1, so that's a good result
What
for
was
the
your
fastest
what
car.
was your best result in Tier 1, Fedivara?
Wait,
Did you get any
I
points in
think
Tier
it
1?
was. Yeah, I did get. No, I think it was actually P5 or P4. I never got podium, I think, in Tier 1, but yeah, probably P5. I don't remember. Maybe in Monza, a
P5.
wet race.
Yeah.
Well, I've got, yeah, but actually, I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, what about Spain next week? Are you feeling confident, or do you like the track?
I don't know, honestly. I never touched the track in this game, so I don't know.
Yep.
I have a
So
question, but not for Flash. It's for Fedivara. Why does Flash sound more Italian than you do?
I don't know.
I think are you fake
Maybe,
Italian? Is that what's going
maybe I am. Yeah.
on?
Never told you that. That's quite a plot twist.
Yeah. Flash, I want to ask a question, a serious question though. Like, you and Pep Mama teammates? You're both Italian. Are you friends in real life? And are you practicing together, for these races, or are you like, and also are you jumping in VC together to kind of communicate strats and things like that?
I don't know him in real life, but yeah, we practice together.
Good stuff. Yep. Steel sharpens steel. If I ever hear that.
Yeah, Italy wins as always.
Yeah, well, we love to see it. We love to see the two Italians in the Ferrari so long. I might continue. Flash, great job on P4 in the end. Driver of the day contender, and we will hopefully see on the podium soon. It looks like you're just getting better as the season progresses. But thank you very much for the time in the comms booth, and we will speak to you soon, I'm sure.
Thanks to you guys.
Ciao,
Yeah,
ciao,
thank you.
Bella.
Yeah,
Let's go.
ta-ta.
Grazie
Well,
tutti.
that was classic from Chief. Yeah.
He's probably like, oh my god, that guy. Who we're
Yeah,
bringing
probably you
next?
can say it.
Who, Meepo,
So
Lars,
uh,
or Julian?
let's get Meepo. Where did he finish
Meepo.
first?
Not first. No, he didn't finish first. Yeah, it was
No, I said where did he? Okay, well,
Meepo. He
e
just
even
whenever I
in
think she
Meepo.
finished first. But where did you finish?
No, I just
12th,
look,
I
12.
think.
Yeah.
well,
Or
there is a
13, I
one,
don't know.
so of the two numbers. But yeah,
P1 and
how was
P2.
your
Whoa.
well? Welcome to the stream, Meepo. First of all,
Thank you.
nice to hear you. And well, how are you first? And second, how was the race?
Well, first, I'm low-key tired. I haven't obviously done these races in, I think, over a year, so getting used to that wheel, it's tiring. My
Also, well,
shoulder.
you're getting old. Also,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I think that's it, you know. My
yeah.
shoulders are dying and my wrists hurt now, so here we are.
The rising age of 20, 21, 20.
Yeah, 2020, you know.
Yeah,
This is
20.
where
Yeah,
we age, but as for
yeah.
the
The
race,
downfall. That's where
yeah.
the downfall starts. So yeah.
Yeah, but you know, as for the race, safe to say it was very unevent, you know, boring. You know, how I'll just say
Okay.
it. I'll say it, it was boring.
Uneventful.
Yeah, that word. Thank you. But I had problems with the start and the pit because for some reason the clutch didn't work for me. You know, I had to change the key point, but even changing the key point that didn't work for me for whatever reason. So I started pit 14. I had let the AI start for me, hence I dropped like 6 positions at the start, so that was very annoying. And in the pit, same thing. I couldn't get out of the pits because it didn't register my clutch input. So I sat there for like 4 extra or 6 extra seconds because I couldn't get out. So I had to do the AI let me get out. So that was really annoying. But otherwise, getting used to these cars, these are something. I qualifying. No, I'm not a fan of these cars in qualifying at all. Maybe in the race it's okay, not too bad, but qualifying is horrendous with this. Otherwise, yeah, that's all I gotta say, I guess.
Yep. So it was a great race. Well, we can hear that. That's
Sure.
the sentence for me. It was the greatest and funniest race of all times, and that's great to hear. But what about Spain? The
Uh, what? I'm not looking forward to that at all. If
Oh, you're not
yeah,
okay.
I,
So do you think are you gonna race from Spain or
I don't know.
well, what about
it,
Austria then?
uh, I mean, I'll see. Obviously, I'll see. I mean, maybe I'll be here next week. Maybe I won't. It's like
Okay.
it's hard to say, but I'm not a big fan of like um, you know, Spain at all. So you know,
Yeah. So
maybe I'll be here.
yep. So Chief, do you have any question for the greatest and fastest Finnish driver of all
Oh,
times?
Yeah, I mean, like we've seen Meepo at his true potential. Are we ever going to see that again, do you think? Or is it going to be dependent on the game?
I think that's gonna be very game dependent. Well, actually gonna be regulation dependent at this point because these
Yeah.
regulations I don't think are for me because you can push. You know, you have to do this very boring old tire saving, pretty much, well, ear saving in this case, and it does get boring a bit. So maybe not for me these regulations. Maybe if we
Yeah.
get in for 3 years time, we get like engines that are non-hybrids, I guess. Maybe then, but otherwise it's like, nah, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to get motivated. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. But thank you for the interview, and well, hopefully we'll see you soon back, or maybe in 2027. Who knows? Only time
Yeah.
will tell. But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you for the interview, and see you soon then.
You
Bye bye.
too, Fede and also
Bye
Jeff.
bye. Yes. Yeah.
Thanks, Meebo.
Goodbye.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
All right, we'll bring Julian in and save Lars for the final interview.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, Julian. So Julian, yeah, tough race out there today. Jeddah always a tough track to crack. Tough nut to crack. Let's see, where did you finish in the end? It wasn't
17th, I think.
17th. You finished the race. Let's look at the positives. You finished
Yeah,
the
barely.
race.
By the skin of my teeth with a broken front wing and
Oh
tires that
no.
were almost
Yeah.
about to pop. I broke my front wing very early in the race, and then I just went onto the hard and carried them through the rest of the race about maybe 5 or 6 laps longer than everyone else. So at the end, it was pretty difficult keeping a track, and I broke my front wing again,
Yeah.
but I just limped to the end. But yeah, difficult race. It's Jeddah with the ERS. It's not a fun track to drive. Honestly, it's I do like the track, but not with the ERS. But yeah, 17th, it's all right. I'm fine with that. Considering I did not have the motivation to practice at all for this race the entire week. So yeah, maybe you can tell me what was up with all these VSCs. What happened?
Oh well. Eversnacks and Wirch, I think, was the first one. And I think Lepson and Kit caused another one. I'm not sure about
Yeah.
the third. We were hoping a
Uh,
safety car because, like, you know, I had a few people with broken front wings, like Touge and yourself and stuff. But yeah, for some reason they didn't come out, even though those incidents were pretty severe. Yeah,
Strange, okay.
all we got was a VSC today. But yeah, I mean, the next track's Spain. It's a bit of a bit more flowy track. I think you could do well there.
I think so, yeah. I like the track. It's a good track. I'm pretty decent at it, I think, though I haven't driven it with new cars, and I've not driven it since I turned off all the assists, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I think it's better suited to the new ERS than Jeddah is. So hopefully it's a good track, and hopefully it rains, because then the ERS is turned off.
Oh yeah, you'd like that, yeah. Rain in
I do,
Spain.
yeah. Suzuka was a lot of fun
Yeah.
because the ERS was disabled. I think actually an idea that I had, maybe you can, I don't know, say something about that. How about we do a season with the F2 cars, which don't have any ERS? I think a lot of people would be in favor of no ERS.
Yeah, I mean, one thing we could do, test the waters, is like do a one-off event to see how it goes down. Like anything, it's a numbers game, you know, and because of the state of the game, it's getting increasingly difficult to, you know, get
Yeah,
full grids and things like that. But if we can get numbers, we will definitely run it.
great.
Yep.
That's my proposal. So
Okay, we'll look into that. Yeah, but Julian, next week
thank you.
we're getting points, right?
I don't want to promise that. That's a curse, but I can promise that I will try my best.
There we go. That's good enough for me. Yeah. Well, Julian, thanks for your time
Great.
in the comms booth. We'll speak to
Thank
you
you.
soon.
Thank
Okay.
you. Yeah. Good evening.
Okay.
yep.
That was
Thank you.
that
Now
was
we're gonna take a
The-
day off.
the grand
As
finale.
Yeah,
This is the one we've been waiting
it's
for. We need to
Lars.
build up to this. Where's the drums? Wait, hold on,
Here. Oh, wait.
Uh,
Daniel Ricciardo and Sebastian Vettel.
Okay.
The hell are you doing?
Sorry, I was trying to find a drum roll, but that's the best I could do.
That was interesting. Okay. Wait. Nah, man. That's. Oh my god. Well, welcome to the interview, Lars. And talk us through your race. How was it?
As you know, same as always. I just want to die.
Well, that's quite drastic, but okay.
No, you know, I'm numb to it at this point. I've already accepted that I'm not getting any points, and I'm here just to ride out the season because of all the tracks to show how awful these cars are. That was the one. Icewind did Icewind join for the race or no?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
No, he shouldn't have. He would have dodged a bullet. It was just so awful. I mean, I was hitting recharge limit. I was still running out of battery. People were going past me on the straights, through the corners. I'm just sitting there thinking, trying to work out what I'm doing wrong, particularly with the deployment. And about halfway through, I was like, do you know what? What's the point? What is the point? I'm that demoralized with this season. I'll see it through because I signed up and, I don't back out that way. And there are certain tracks where it works. I mean, Silverstone in AOR on Sunday, I actually end up on the podium somehow. But that's because it's a circuit with a nice mix of, medium speed corners, low speed corners, straights that are long enough but don't completely wreck your car. This track, on the other hand, is, well, I thought it was an awful track before for racing. And it's been made infinitely worse now. So, yeah. I potted around, about 10 seconds behind the car in front, about 20 seconds in front of the car behind, but that's just because Rickety pitted, so yeah, gave me a lot of time to think and reflect. And my reflection is that I still do not like these cars, so there you go, there's my wonderful insight.
What about next week though, Spain? A lot of people have been looking forward to this track, saying the ERS isn't going to be quite as cumbersome as it was today.
Well, it's going to be better than today, but that's like saying having a common cold is better than Ebola. It's like, no shit, Sherlock. No, I mean, it'll at least be somewhat more interesting, I think, although Spain is never an easy track to overtake on either, but there should be more opportunities at least. You're mainly going to be using ERS on the start-finish straight and coming up to the top of the hill, the first part up to the top of the hill, before the long left-hander. So it should improve. It should be better. I'll probably be a bit closer next week, but I'm still not holding out hope for points. I'll be real with you. I know you keep believing, and you're welcome to keep on believing, but people believe in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy, so and no one's ever seen those either. So, well, we'll see. We'll see, and hopefully I'll be a bit more chipper next week, but that race was just soul-sucking, so I'm going to go and play my comfort game. I'm going back to my Stardew farm, and I am going to unwind.
Okay.
So,
back to the fields you go, but yeah,
welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker. Well, in this case, it's spring season, so it's parsnip fields. Welcome to the parsnip fields.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Lars.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see you next week. Hopefully that point is there next week at Spain. I'll be so happy.
You got to be right at some point, I guess, Ocean Chief.
Well, you know what?
Or you
get a point next week.
Or you just eternally. Hang on, no, hold on. You're eternally commentators cursing me. You keep saying I'm going to get a point, and I never do. Your commentator's cursing me.
It's my fault, yeah.
It is your fault, Ocean. Stop. God damn it.
What I'll say is, if you get a point, you'll be first interview for sure.
Well, I'll hold you to that then.
Yeah, it's
Right.
happening. I'm a man of my word.
Right. See you around, boys.
Yeah, we'll see you soon, Lars. Fedivar, we've kind of discussed it already, but last point of business today is driver of the day. I think we both agreed it was going to be Flash, RC, and Kevin, right?
Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin. P11 start, P5 finish. Come on, bro.
No, but it was not Kevin.
Yeah, it
Kevin was not racing.
What?
Kevin was not racing.
What are you on about? He was P5, man. What are you?
Wait, I'm gonna take a look now. Overall, no. Oh yeah, there was Kevin. Yeah, yeah. That's right. Horsey, Kevin, and
Flash. First podium.
Christian Flash. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
The fastest
Okay.
Italian. We
Good.
have to celebrate it somehow.
Yeah, you always repeat that. Thank you.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's Saudi Arabia in the bag. A lot of drivers. Be glad that one's over. We're heading to Spain next week. It's same time as usual, every Wednesday. And yep, we're in the second half of the season. Things are gonna get very spicy, especially with regards to the championship and the constructors. Both are still open to be won by anybody. Well, maybe not at this point, but it's definitely going to go down to the wire between Christian, Billy, Touge, and Justin. But I think Billy Thompson today and last week as well, showing that he is in that pole position for the drivers at least. Yeah, I mean, before we go, what do you reckon about the constructors though? It's looking pretty close there. Mercedes before this race 115, Audi 108, Cadillac 97, and McLaren 89. So still four
Yeah,
teams still in
it's
it.
still
Yeah,
very tight. Yeah, it is still tight. Yeah.
yeah, and
But yeah, I
McLaren
mean,
winning
with
today, that will put them up the order a wee bit as well.
yeah, I think it's gonna be probably if Tuch the last few races hasn't been doing so well, so I think you might be between Mercedes and McLaren by looking at how things are going. So yeah, but it's gonna be very tight.
Cool beans, right? My dogs are ready to kick off. That means we're gonna end the the stream. And thanks again, Fedivar. Great doing comms with you, and
Yep, thank you.
maybe hear from you again and next week, or might see you on track, competing
Yeah,
against your
maybe. Who
fellow
knows?
countrymen. We can finally
Yeah,
determine
well,
who is the fastest
well,
Italian in SLR.
well. I have to say that it's been a while since the last time I've
Oh, here we
driven,
go.
so I might be a little bit rusty. Not just saying
Yeah, get the excuses in early. But yeah, it'd be great. It
it.
would be good to see you on track before the season's out. Maybe one of the Italian tracks. I think is there Imola coming up? I think. Uh, I think.
Imola? No.
Yeah, no, there's no
That's,
Italian tracks. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Maybe Belgium.
no.
It's pretty close, isn't it? It's kind of your home track.
Well, I mean, Austria is closer,
Okay, we'll go
so
Austria. Yeah, it's an easy track too. Yeah,
yeah.
you can win that one. Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
you. We'll see you on track in Australia, but maybe next week we can see you in comms. Thanks everybody for watching, and if you haven't done so already, hit the like button and subscribe for more weekly races in Tier 1. And we will say goodnight for now. Thanks again, Fadivar. And yeah,
Yep, thank you.
ciao ciao bella.
Ciao, ciao.